Well, hello again, everyone. I've started doing a bit of terraforming on this island here. Gonna give it a hit with that. Can't see the flame in this texture pack, but as you can see, it's there. Expanded this island a little bit. Added, I believe it's called a kyozo, a little book repository on the side, and moved my enchanting setup in there. And I did all this while I was waiting to get a little bit of feedback for what I should be doing for our main machinery building. And I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and continue the modern theme. I was going to wait for some feedback about what other people thought I should do, but it's been about a week, and the previous video, where I sort of left that up to a vote, has one view, and that one view is me making sure there are no problems during uploading. So, not exactly sure who I was saying welcome back to at the beginning of this video. At any rate, some of those bee machines, as long as we're here, I might as well mention, they took things like serum vials in order to make the machines, and to make those serum vials you need, look at me regenerating, you need royal jelly. And you get that from these imperial bees, which I now have set up and automated here finally, so after I get started on this, I might finally make some progress in the bee processing direction. Alright, well, I'm down here working on making some silky propolis. This is pretty slow. I'm going to hook it up to something quicker later, and I don't think I showed this. It's by no means finished, but I've worked a little bit on cleaning things up down here, so it's not just a great big stone mess. But back upstairs, I've started just a basic outline for what I'm going to start doing up here. I'm not sure exactly how big I'm going to make this, but fairly large, so we can stretch out a little bit. And I've also made some concrete that's going to be going into this, and some mortared stone, some more concrete, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Well, I went and picked up some obsidian and lead to make some hardened glass. That's going to be going into this. If you take a quick pop outside, you can see it's starting to take shape. And I mean that quite literally. And the shape is a circle. So, I'm going to keep working on it. So I see now that this thermionic fabricator is not getting enough energy to melt glass. So I decided to check out my setup here. I've got 8 thermopiles. They're making about 310 watts. And these blue electric engines convert the power, I think it's 1 kilowatt hour per 1 MJ a tick. So that means I'm getting about 0.3 MJ a tick, which is insufficient Kings of Pop for this. But that's not a big problem, because these machines here, once they're done doing what they're doing, they're probably going to go up the hill. And I've got water mills back there providing the power for them, so once they go, I'll just put in some electric engines, put some levers on those so I can turn them on and off, move these types of things over here, and Bob's your uncle. And speaking of that place up the hill, I think I may have shown this much progress on it, but I'm going to try and get some more done on it today. But no promises. I could swear there's something else I was going to say too, but gave some blood today and I'm a little loopy, so it may be a bit before I get some more progress done. So here's a little bit of what I think the outside's going to look like. I'm going to rim the top and the bottom of the windows here with these warded stone blocks. I'm not sure if I want gray or black. I like the black because the delineations between the different blocks kind of blend together and it looks like a solid piece from a distance, but I think it's a little too harsh. Might go with the gray. And all I'm doing in here is filling out the window a little bit, and then filling it in with stained glass. Should really do the top as well. Did I do that right? Maybe. Oh, there's the phone going off. So that's more or less what I'm doing, and then another row of that along the top. I guess we'll see how it looks. Alright, so that's more or less how it's going to be looking. I'll still have to figure out how to do these corners. And I guess I'll just kind of wing it as I go. Well, I'm just about out of glass for now, but it is starting to take shape. So maybe I'll start working on some of the innards while I wait for more glass to get ready. Just came out here to get some sodalite, but if you know of an easier way to get a bunch of obsidian, then you're a liar, because there's no easier way. Alright, well I just spun up some lazurite, and I'm ready to make an MFE here. And use that to make an MFSU. So I think we're about ready. Take some of these guys up there. I'm just going to use windmills at first to power the machines that will let me make more machines to make more power. And full disclosure, I did have my first death over here off camera. Normally to get up and down from here, or more specifically to get down, I'll just go ahead and fall off with my jetpack turned off and turn it on before I hit the ground. I did that and I was not in hover mode, so kersplat I went. Like I almost just did again. Actually I need something from down here. I might not actually be hooking this MFSU up yet, but I am going to hook a few other things up. And these... what am I trying to say? I guess I already said what I was trying to say, so go ahead and start putting some windmills. Well, see? That's exactly what I was talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna go put those windmills up and catch you afterward. You know, for those of you who remember my first iron farm, it kinda came out looking like an egg beater. This thing is starting to come out looking like a big cooking pot with handles. So, I don't know what it is. It's got kitchens on the brain. This may not be the most effective or efficient XP farm, but boy is it fun. So once again I seem to have made a bit of a kerfuffle for myself. I'd originally planned, as you can probably see, to have two different floors here. Didn't know exactly what I was going to do to make some kind of... what I was going to do to distinguish between them. Maybe I was going to do the EU machines on one level, the MJ machines on another. But I realized with the size of this place, I could probably put a ring of pretty much every machine there is in the game on one floor. So I tried to slope the ceiling down and the floor up to make just one level, and that just looked awful. So I decided to tore out part of the ceiling, tore out part of the floor. I'm redoing those again. I'm just going to go ahead and make it 2 floors and figure out what to do with them after. But part of the problem with how I'm going to do that, and here I was getting ready to play around with some lighting. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet either, because I'm not sure where the floor needs to be lit up yet, because there is no floor yet. And I've been putting in the floor because I want to see where the machines are going to go first, so I know how far out to bring the floor. But I'm not sure where I'm going to put the machines, because I'm not sure where the inner wall is going to be. I'm not sure where the inner wall is going to be because I don't have the floor in yet. You can see the kind of circular logic I've bogged myself down in here. So I'm just going to start building something and see what happens. Alright, now as I look at this, it's beginning to become apparent that I've probably bitten off more than I can chew, or at least more than I should chew, for a single episode. So I think I'm going to take a break for now, which is alright because it gives you guys some time to give me some feedback about what kind of direction you think I should be taking this in. And that is half the point of this YouTube thing anyway, isn't it? Because if I wanted to be doing just what I want to do, I could go play single player, I could go play on a server, be beholden to no one. But this way you guys get to have some feedback and some control, some creative control over what happens. So I will probably be finishing this up next time, and then getting back to work on our Shichido Garan over here, which there are times, of course, when I'm at liberty to play the game, but not to record. So I've been using some of that time to shape more of this island, which is not yet done, but it's getting pretty close. You can see it's quite full of mobs there. That's something I'm going to have to deal with, by the way, is lighting over here. I might just go ahead and leave the inside empty, just so it gives mobs a place to spawn, because one of their favorite places to spawn, I've noticed, is up along here. There's usually a garrison of skeletons there defending it from me making any additions. And also I need to do some things like randomizing the dirt better here, because it's just a straight line. Maybe put some grass up here. I just realized it would be nice to maybe get some leaves, put some decorative bushes up here that would maybe overhang the sides, kind of a hanging garden type thing. That might be nice. And in general, things of that nature. So go ahead and let me know what you think you would like, or what would look good, or what you want me to do. And that's probably the type of thing that I will do. So until next time, see ya.